Hey everyone. It looks like there's four people here. I didn't know if anyone would show up this late. Um, fuck. Sorry about the lighting. It is late at night where I am, and I'm trying to speak a little tiny bit softly because my family is upstairs, probably trying to sleep. Fuck, but my ticks will probably ruin that. Um, Anyways, as you can see, I have a very the clickbaity title. Um, but and as for a reason, I mean, obviously it's a little bit strong. Um, but I did really want to talk about this while I had the energy. I know I just did a stream like that, what was it, like 2 days ago? But but I've still had some energy and I had something to say. So I don't know, this channel's probably gonna be really inconsistent, and I apologize, but with Emmy, you just never know when you're gonna get the energy, um, and then also have like something to say at the same time. Fuck off. Um, but anyways, yeah, to the hot take. um, fuck. Yeah, this was just inspired. That that's a kicker when you can't sleep. Yeah, I'm an insomniac. Um, fuck. So I was probably gonna be up late anyways. Um, Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Um, fuck. The So yeah, this was inspired by me continuing to hear fuck just really like blatantly ableist language on the left. Fuck, and getting frustrated by like finding and looking for new creators and then like that having them all either not care or care very little about disability and still using really ableist language, and then the just the frustration of like trying to go to these creators up but and confront them about it, and fuck, not having like great experiences. Like some of them are all right, but no one's great. um and obviously thinking about that, and I don't know how many people know, um but Trump is considering, or more than considering, he's probably going to fuck try to lock up mentally ill people because that's who he's blaming fuck all the shootings on. That um fuck. So you'd think that like now that but people would be a lot more mindful of what they're saying. Fuck. And that how mentally ill people fit into this conversation or how they've contributed to that stigma that has led to this. But it hasn't, so I guess I have to say something. But um sorry, I'm not seeing, I guess the chat isn't that active. Sometimes I don't see it. But anyways, um what is ableist? Well, I guess we should start there. Ableism is um the fuck both stigma and institutional oppression of disabled people. It's kind of like, you have racism and the transphobia and what, this, I'm not speaking totally clearly, but the fuck, the but if you think of all of those problems and then um it doesn't always exactly apply to disabled people, but it's, the oppression, but, hmm, the stigmatized language, all of that stuff. Fuck. The So what do I mean? Let's talk about what I mean by mm, ableist language. That stuff. Fuck. The kind that I want to address here is mostly words, and again, ableist slurs for anyone. Warning for anyone who doesn't want to hear that is stuff like crazy or stupid or idiot, um, moron, nuts. You could go on and on and on and on. Ooh, keys. And the more you think about fuck, all these words, the more you realize how ingrained and unquestioned they go in our society. But, and fuck, how much they shape our minds and how much they really do affect the way that we think of fuck people with mental illnesses or intellectual disabilities or cognitive disabilities or anything fuck brain related like that. Um, uh, Sorry, I'm totally losing my train of thought. Fuck, this is why I didn't go unedited before that much. But, um, but anyways, so, whew, that's the kind of language that I want to talk about today. Fuck. And again, just how ingrained it is and how unquestioned it is, and also the idea that it's not as important to question as any other sort of bigoted language, um, or it's not that big of a deal. That I think the problem we're having now, fuck, with Trump saying basically we're gonna lock up all the crazy people, fuck, is really, um, I guess, representative of how big this problem actually is. That, because you have to understand, is that like people have been saying that these shooters or these Nazis, fuck, or whatever, are like crazy for years. That language, whew, did not just come from Trump, but, and it honestly didn't even just come from the right wing, but that's like, fuck, everywhere in our society. So it shouldn't be surprising to us that if we've been saying, oh, shooting is caused by mental illness, or like all these shooters are crazy, or all the Nazis are crazy, that when Trump says, oh, we can just lock up all the crazy people, no one bats an eye. Fuck. I don't know. I really just wanted to say that because I don't think people realize that, particularly with ableism, sometimes with other things too, but it's a little bit different, but particularly with ableism, people fail to realize, fuck, how their language can really affect people or affect the world in any sort of material way. And again, it's just so accepted, but that, again, people barely bat an eye. Let me catch up with this chat. I'll probably stay around for like 45 minutes, an hour. Is that too long? I don't know. Um, is it like being dismissive of something you don't understand? I think that is the case. Excuse me, but I think we also have to question why people don't understand. Joe, which is that a lot of leftists don't really include disabled people in their movement, and it's crappy. To put it lightly. Fuck. Again, my parents are upstairs, so. Fuck. Um, I don't think Trump thinks before he speaks. I think that might be a simplistic way of looking at it, I think this is actually very strategic. Because basically we're at a point now in society where most people agree that we should lock up all the crazy people, all the crazy people. So Trump can say something that basically everyone agrees on, and then he can lock up not only mentally ill and disabled people, but all of his political opponents as well. Fuck. So it kind of what's the phrase? Whew. It like kills two birds with one stone. You know what I mean? But so it's not a matter of like an oversight or fuck something sort of aberrant. But it's I don't know, and I think we have to stop looking at Trump that way. This is the product of what our society has been for a very long time now, and particularly with ableism, it's what I think in some ways even less questioned. Not that again the what stuff with like racism or what queerphobia, like not that those conversations are going well either. But there is something particular, excuse me, to the way that ableism gets ignored. That I'm literally editing a video fuck about this in response to re-education's as stupid as slur video. I didn't know that he made it. I didn't um I've seen a few of his videos. Whew, sorry, let me move my hand. But I didn't get into him because I heard the ableist language and also like what I don't know. Fuck. I'm glad to see people get out of the alt-right and like try to reach back and re-educate people if they think they can. But they often do all have stuff that's in their mind that they don't realize that's in their mind that can harm people, if that makes any sense. Um, that so I had a feeling that he was gonna say something off, so I haven't paid too close attention. I'm guessing he didn't think that stupid was a slur, even though it kind of is. I don't know. Let me know. Maybe not. Plus, when people call Trump ableist slurs or say he's mentally ill, it just hurts disabled people and contributes to the stigma we face. Thank you for saying that. I almost forgot, and I can't believe I did. Fuck. Yeah. Thank you for adding it. That it's particularly, but I don't know. It's so frustrating that even now, when he's about to lock up mentally ill people, fuck, people are still the more mad that fuck, he might have a mental illness and the fact that he's an actual like effing fascist. Like that's how deep the stigma is just totally ingrained. Is fuck. Like if you're fascist and you might have some sort of cognitive problem or mental illness, people will be more angry about that than the fact that you're a fascist or you're all Joe or your policies or anything like that. Woo! So again, it shouldn't surprise us that fuck, you know, mentally ill people are essentially like next in line on the fascism agenda because it's essentially something fuck almost everyone can agree on. Unfortunately, the um cats. Sorry, I keep adjusting. My hands still get tired. Fuck. I know exactly what you mean about him. He thought those words were fine. I wouldn't suggest watching re-education's video. Fuck, if you don't want to get mad about it. Yeah, I probably won't. It already makes me mad, all of the ableism that I see generally. Fuck, on the left, so it makes me more mad. Like, it's one thing if you're just, like, ignorant. And, like, fuck, if you're ignorant and then I say, hey, this is harmful, and you're like, oh, I didn't know, I'll change, that's fine. But I get mad when people like make a stance to be ableist and they still want to be like leftist or communist or whatever it is like that. But that seems to be like a major problem in our movement, I'm not gonna lie. And it keeps the ignorant people ignorant. So, yeah, I would find that frustrating. Thanks for warning me. Fuck off. Institutionalizing those with mental health issues is a very slippery slope. Fuck off. It leads to redefining who is deemed mentally ill. I think it does. And I think this is kind of the purpose, is because, but claiming your political enemies are mentally ill is not new by any stretch of the imagination. So, I mean, but, and you know, the right wing has tried to say, like, oh, like, liberalism is a mental illness or stuff like that for years. But, so obviously, this isn't just going to affect mentally ill people. Not that if it did just affect mentally ill people, you shouldn't be mad, obviously. But, like, locking up mentally ill people alone should be enough. Fuck off. But, yeah, obviously it's fascism, so we'll go further than that. Geez. Fuck off. Oh, and now liberals and even some leftists have decided that Biden has dementia. I've not heard of that. Fuck, but I'm not surprised. Not the first time that it happens. Are they trying to blame his racism on his dementia? Because that seems like something that people would do. But again, to abolish class-based society is to abolish monetary system. Yeah. But Eileen, excuse me, my stomach is having a lot of problems, as always, to be honest. But I lean towards anarchism. So I would like to, get rid of any unjust hierarchy, including ableism. And I think if we're gonna get to like a stateless, like truly classless, moneyless society, we can't leave any of these types of like bigotry or oppression. That I don't see him locking mentally ill people. If he would, I believe there would be a huge uproar. He's been talking about it for weeks, I think, and no one's talking about it. So like there should have been an uproar already, and the fact that there isn't should tell you something. But yeah, a lot of people don't care, and a lot of that is directly because of the language we use. Sorry, I'm distracted because someone's downstairs. Let me see if there's any part of this. What chat I missed? I think. There's only 9 people here. But yes, no uproar because of class-based society. It doesn't affect the elite. I'm not sure. Wait, what you mean? It's not just like. But this seems like a type of class reductionism that I'm not particularly fond of. He didn't say like poor people. He said mentally ill people. So, but to ignore that specificity and stigma, I think is dangerous. There wasn't a huge uproar when you locked up children. Yeah, true. That there was a little bit, but not enough. I agree, but I don't follow the news because I work a night shift and I don't agree with a lot of being said and done. That, yeah, though I think a lot of people don't know about it again because disabled people aren't included in these movements. Fuck, so when something happens to us, no one's looking. The elite control money, they pay to make their inconveniences go away, like, fuck, the mentally ill are broadening the stereotype. That, I mean, yeah, but it's not just, like, money, like, this whole system is that connected. Fuck, so it's like I say how, like, capitalism is inherently ableist. It also works to hold up colonialism and the racism that came out of that. And you know, a lot of bigotry in society. So it's not just like purely about money. It's about money and power and bigotry and all of that. It's really complex. So I don't think we should just simplify it down to like just class when there's things that come with that obviously they intersect with class. You're right that the elite won't be affected by this, but that's not the whole story. It's largely about making the less desirable disappear. Exactly. We won't truly wake up until it's too late, I'm afraid. Hope I'm wrong. I hope that we will. I don't think it's good to like just sort of give up just because things look bleak. Because like even let's say like a lot of people in society don't like wake up or whatever. Fuck. The people who already are aware can still work together and we can still help people and alleviate suffering. Fuck. And we can still at least try to have a better society than we do. So, even though I do understand that things look bleak and we shouldn't understate that, I still think it's good to have hope that things can change for the better. Money and power, but rooted by the love of money. I think the love of money is honestly just the love of power. Maybe power and like comfort. I don't know, does that make sense? Do I need to elaborate on that, or does that make sense? Fuck. I'm surprised even 10 people are here with how late it is, to be honest. But again, I felt this conversation needed to be had. That also, if you're wondering if things are always going to be like this weird and inconsistent, yeah. Fuck. Money is the root of evil. I think it's the root of a lot of evil. Not all, though. I think even if we did that have like a communist society or whatever, like fuck, stuff would still go wrong. Evil stuff would still happen. And we can try to have a society with less evil in it. But I don't know. I think humans are imperfect and have a little bit of like evil. I guess in us, by nature. But what is it? Ever. It's the love and power. It's money and power. But I can see that, yeah. Ever. Though, fuck. Not only just power, but like, privilege too. There's a lot of, like, the, like, there's the money and stuff, but there's also, like, the social benefits. But, of, like, being a person with privilege. But, the last person that was perfect was not at married to a cross, right? Yeah. But, also, while we're doing hot takes in the stream, Jesus was a communist, right? I mean, not really. There's some nuance to that, but it's fun to say. He's a lot closer to that than that. Are you doing alright today, Snapple? Yeah. I was mostly like bored until this point, and then I was sorry, this is so shaky. But I was just watching an old live stream from a YouTuber who I won't name because this is the problem with like every YouTuber. And there's just like a lot of ableist language, and that's kind of like fuck how this stream came to be, I guess. I hate when people condescendingly say that certain ideologies are mere idealism and can never come to be. Yeah, fuck, that gets annoying too, because there's like a certain hopelessness in it that I really don't like. Fuck is like, and I know like that we're probably not going to get to a perfect society, but I think we should have ideals that we should strive for. Fuck, and that's not like some, I don't know, fantasy, I guess. Or like everyone should have ideals that they strive to achieve. At least we're trying something. Yes, exactly. That's exactly my thought. But I don't think that we should just like accept the status quo and just be like, oh, we could change things, but that would be idealist and unrealistic, so we should never try. But I hate that attitude. It's so defeatist. Like, what good does it do in the world? What good does it do? It's so frustrating. Oh, keys. Evan, Jesus would be a communist if you were here now. I think so. Or at least, like, somewhere in that vein. Like, good. And I'm still, like, learning and unlearning and discovering new things about the Bible and my faith. But, we can get into that later. That's another very complicated conversation. Fuck. So, but anyways, I'm not gonna like pretend to know the exact precise political beliefs of Jesus, but it does seem to me like he would be in that vein. Fuck. It's difficult to not get mad at ableism. People don't appreciate how patient we are. They do not. And I think again it comes up, but it comes back to them not realizing what a big deal it is. Fuck. I don't know, like, I think when I'm educating people, people don't realize, like, how personal this is to me. Or that, like, their words can hurt. That, like, educating people is, fuck, at all, like, taxing or emotional labor or whatever. People just don't know, and that's one of the many frustrating things about this, and one of the reasons I wanted to make this, because, like, again, it's such a huge problem on the left. Fuck. And I think we can be better. Like, a lot of these people who are doing this, I don't think they're just like, fuck, bad people, just like at heart. Fuck. Um, that some of them do take very direct stances to be able, so like, yeah, screw them or whatever. Fuck. But a lot of people, I think, they're just very frustratingly ignorant. Oh, um, that, yeah, I, but I hope a lot of people on the left or left tubers listen to this and share this. Good, and pass this on or include it in their theory, their videos, in their blog posts. Good, losing my train of thought. Fuck, just because that I think this is important. I think they can be better if they just like listen and try. That Jesus would be Jesus would be locked up if he were in America, since he would rise on the third day after being shot for being too powerful. Right? A threat. Case in point, MLK. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's what happened in the Roman Empire. There was a lot of parallels. I feel like I should explore that, but later, because like my memory is bad and I have to study a lot more. But again, about scripture, but I like, and I've been watching Damon Garcia, who has a channel about like being on the left and being Christian. And I think he has a lot more educated things to say about that. Though I have to give a warning again that he does use ableist language, for anyone who might be bothered by that. Because apparently everyone on the left does. But, so yeah, that's annoying, but he does have some good things about scripture and history on his channel. I haven't watched it all yet, though, so, I can't vouch for everything. I know he's like ableist, but you know what I mean. He has stuff to say about those topics. But Eva, they always get surprised when we are emotional, upset about it. Like, this is my life, right? Fuck. And but you know what part of it is too is that this language. Sorry, I have to adjust again. This language really dehumanizes us to people. I think a lot of people, and maybe they don't consciously realize it, but a lot of people don't really see disabled people as full and complex human beings. And again, they don't realize it, and I don't think you realize it until you're disabled, and you're like, whether it's invisible and it took them a while to, and like once they realize that they acted this way, or whether you have obvious disabilities like me and people just act ableist. I don't know, I think, fuck, at some point it does become very apparent that people do not see you as a full and complex human being. They have maybe one narrative about you or a specific set of narratives that you might fit into. Fuck, and they will not budge. And like, we're so used to thinking of disabled people as people who are forever children. But people who can't make decisions, people who don't have agency. Fuck, who don't enjoy life, people who are meant to constantly inspire ables and do nothing else with their life. Like, fuck, those narratives are dehumanizing. Fuck. And so I think when people see me and they don't really see a full human in their mind, they can't imagine all of the emotions that I have about this stuff. Unless they rewrite those narratives that society has given them. Fuck. So to them, it really doesn't seem emotionally exhausting for me to talk about this stuff. Fuck. Partially because most of society has dehumanized me, or thinks I can only feel a certain set of emotions when I'm actually much more complex. I don't know, does that make sense? Fuck, I hope that's making sense. I feel like that can be sort of a complex idea. Um, but I absolutely think that dehumanization is part of why um the emotional labor isn't recognized, and also the pain from what dealing with ableism isn't recognized. Ever. Exactly, Charlie, it's the worst when people tell us to get over it. Fuck, when they have no idea how much we do let go of and never bring up. Yes, people don't. I find especially, and this is the intersection of being disabled and a black woman, is that people don't realize all of the passes that I give to people, and they only see when I finally get emotional and fed up. And then I'm some weird combination of like the angry black woman and the bitter cripple. And that people don't see that frustration building up, or how much of that I've had to stuff down. But people don't see how calm I've been in a lot of areas. They only see when I finally say like, hey, that's not cool, and they're just like, oh, like, I don't know. I should become a lawyer? Why should I become a lawyer? Um, you're just as capable as I am. I mean, I don't know if you have the same disabilities as me, but I'm probably, no, I'm not as, like, capable as everyone else. Fuck. I think, if anything, that's a little bit of an idealist narrative. Um, I cannot do the things that able people can do. That's just a fact of my life. That, and I think able maybe tell themselves differently to feel better about my life. But we really do need to find a better way of dealing with that and talking about it. Because maybe that's not as positive or comforting as you meant it to be. That, not to be smart, can I ask why? Like with my that and me, like I can't always do live streams like this. This is why I did it so late at night. And I'm doing two now, but I haven't done anything in weeks. And most able people really wouldn't have trouble with my schedule. I'm on my phone. I don't know how to. Sorry, I don't know how to fix that. Can everyone hear me alright? I've completely lost my train of thought. I know I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because it's late. Oh, I don't know if the microphone on my phone is. But my skin is not crystal clear. The quality of this camera is doing a lot for me right now. But thank you. It's okay to be incapable of certain things. No one is capable of everything. Yeah, and I think, sorry, would it be better if I switched to the, I don't know, because I noticed I bumped the mic a lot when I had my headphones on, but I could put them back on and see if, that way I don't bump the mic on my phone. Does that sound, should I do that? I don't know. What do you think? Y'all are the ones listening to this. You're fine, you just put your finger on your mic? Okay, let me know if that happens again. The, um, but, yeah, what was I saying? I think it's, fuck, should I be in comments that contain the F word, the C word, judge based on content? I would say leave most things up unless they're like blatantly bigoted. Because like I want people to come who disagree. I just don't want them to like say things that are like hurtful and harmful to others, if that makes sense. And if there's something you miss, I'll be like, hey, can you get that? Thanks, moderators. But everyone give some love to my moderators. That we kind of struggled with that in the last stream. Anyways, where was I? Um, yeah, I think it's perfectly fine and even important to acknowledge that some people don't have the same abilities as others. And in fact, no one can do like anything. Everyone has limits. I'm gonna sound like a stereotype, but like, bear with me. That, oh, everyone has limits. It's just like when your limits are different from everyone else's, that's when people start to react kind of weirdly. Or like pretend that they don't exist, or act like they're a huge, huge deal, more than they need to be, and all sorts of weird stuff. But I think it's fine and important to acknowledge that you have limits. In fact, that's been like a huge, huge part of me being able to live with my chronic illness. For those of you who don't know, my chronic illness really affects my energy. To put it a lot more simply than it actually is, I don't have as much energy as other people, and when I use too much energy, which is not that much, but I feel incredibly sick. I get really, really debilitating symptoms. So for me, ignoring my limits and really like trying to push myself is actually very, very, very unhealthy and very harmful, both physically and mentally. Um, and it's taken me a lot to actually unlearn that, and that's what's been positive to me. But that's what's been healthy to me. But so I don't know. But I think it's too easy to go into one direction or the other, or you think like any limitations are like really bad and we should totally ignore them. Or people think that disabled people are totally incapable. And both of those are much, much too simple. I'm not going to talk about a lot about how I treat um, my illnesses and disabilities on here, just for the record. That's just an example to make the point that I was trying to make. But yeah, I'm not. This channel's not really gonna focus on like the things that I've tried, or the supplements or vitamins or medications or anything like that. I think there's a lot of harmful ways that can go, and I'd like to keep some of my privacy, so probably go for another 15 minutes. It's almost midnight, so we're going quite late already. Yeah, but no, no, sorry, I won't ask that of anyone. It's just a thought. But but Dead Animations is here. I love your stuff. Oh, Dead Man Animations. I still need to check out your stuff. Weren't you on? My memory is really bad. Were you not on Jet Cloud stream? Is that who I remember you from? That I got you. I do realize that you're still about to do so much, but you're still able. Well, I'm able to do. Yeah, you are from Jet Cloud's stream. Good. Yeah, that was a cool stream. I'm so glad to see you here. Um, anyways, yeah, I am able to do some things, obviously, but I don't know. That I don't always think good. Like focusing on abilities can be positive, but it's not always positive in the way ables can think it is. But sometimes it can actually be quite weaponized, where I'll say like, "Oh, hey, fuck, I can't do this, or I can't do this in this way, and so I need this type of accommodation or this type of help," which is my literal right as a disabled human being. And then people will like wave it away and be like, "Oh, but you still have abilities, or just focus on your abilities." Um, and that's not positive. I hope that makes sense. I know a lot of these ideas are like really new and mind blowing to like able people. Um, but it's good to get them out on the stream so people can hear them, people can be educated. Thank you, Deadman Animations. I still need to check out your stuff. I'm so sorry that I haven't. Fuck, I like that you think my videos are cool though, because you're cool in that stream and you seemed cool. But, can I shoot? What are you talking about? I feel like I missed something. Oh, someone's trying to. TJK, I'm not gonna date you. You can stop trying now. But that's what's naive about my channel. I don't understand. But you can stay for the education, TTK, but I'm not about to date you. Sorry, not sorry. This isn't this what appropriate time or place to be asking such things. Solidarity with all persons, support and empower persons with disabilities. Yes. Thank you. Good. Totally agree. But crush ableist scum. Yeah. I feel like good. I don't know. I want to say that in like a really like badass awesome way, but I'm trying to speak quietly, and then also my voice, as you can probably hear, does not lend itself to that. But I don't know, you can imagine me saying it all cool like in your head. Why do dudes have to be creepy just because she's a woman, right? I don't know, maybe ban him, cause but still going after I said like no. So that good. I don't know if my moderators are still here. I'll try to get him. It's really hard on my phone. I don't know why it's not working or what I. What? Oh, a mod got it. That. Thank you, whoever got that. Bro, talk about not giving up with his digging for right. Good. Like some people just need to learn to take no for an answer. But that yeah, I guess it's better than like my normal YouTube comments. If you like I think on the top of the comment section on a lot of my videos, it's like mostly fine or like eh. But the more you scroll down, the more you'll find just like the wildest crap that people will say, and like that sometimes it's kind of bothersome, but most of the time I just laugh because it's like so ridiculous. It's like, oh, you know when someone's like gross, but in a way that it's so ridiculous that your brain just has a hard time taking it seriously. So you just have to laugh. Like, I've read my hate comments for a laugh before, because most of them are like, they're not great. And they're actually kind of funny. But what are your feelings about people reappropriating ableist slurs if you're disabled? I think, oh, but I don't know. I'm kind of neutral about it, but I've reclaimed some, and some I reclaimed before I even like had the context. um, like for example, sometimes I would show up to school with brain fog, and I didn't know it was brain fog at the time. Um, but I would just say to my friends like, "Hey, I'm dumb today. Can you like speak slower?" Or like just lower the intellectual, what's it called? I don't know. Like basically ask for accommodations. So I don't reclaim that as often now because people are so pro-clutchy about it. Not disabled people. Around disabled people, I just don't want to like um cause any hurt feelings or like actually like trigger anybody. But able to get really pro-clutchy about it, and it's kind of annoying. Fuck. Or like cripple. I've reclaimed cripple. Um, yeah, I think a lot of ableist slurs are for disabled people, not to use against other disabled people. Because you can be laterally ableist, but for if you're disabled, I think for yourself it's yours to decide what to do with those words or how to relate to them. Oh, Keys, scrolling down the comments will make you want to ban most of the people on the internet. Yeah, but I didn't moderate for a long time. And I think now I would, because I would want to protect more of my audience from that stuff. And it's a lot easier now that I've been off this channel for a while and it's gotten a lot smaller. um, but I do think there is a like silver lining to that, which is that you can see the ableism that I experienced written down. And it's not just some like anecdote from the last time like I stepped outside. Cause like besides the perverted comments, like people don't usually say stuff that's perverted to me in public. But besides that, all of the other stuff that's been said on my YouTube channel gets said to me in real life. um, good. So, Uwe, there is something that's satisfying about having a record to that, because a lot of people don't believe the way that I'm treated. Oh, oh gosh, we only have like 5 minutes left. I might go a little long, but probably not too much, because again, it's late. I might go till 12. That is such a good conversation. I love streaming. Oh, Emma. Though, with you, Charlie, that's how you feel about it too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Again, I feel like it's kind of weird. A lot of people can't understand what that kind of satisfaction, I guess, if that's the right word. Get just because they don't have the same experience. Fuck off. I see that with one of the drivers at work. I feel like I've missed something. I'm not sure I understand, sorry. Thank you, Mind Blaster. What? Keys. Whew. But yeah, now I'm just like chatting with the chat. Whew. That I don't know. I really wish I could edit and like divide up the stream into like separate videos because I feel like we go over a lot. That um that either one being I don't know I don't know what to do. Use your judgment. Sorry. Oh. He too has Tourette's, and I see people giving him a hard time. Who? I think I might have missed something. Uwe. Oh, a driver at work has a hard time with his Tourette's? Oh. Yeah, Tourette's has a very particular stigma. A lot of people with Tourette's, and this is something that kind of gets on my nerves, will be like, this is the most stigmatized disability. Or like, this is the last disability it seems it's okay to make fun of. Which is totally not true. Um, but, and that's sort of annoying, but there is something particular, very particular about the stigma around Tourette syndrome. um, that's, I don't know, like ableism isn't the same for every disability. And Tourette's, I don't even know, like, how to describe it. The stigma is so specific. And so peculiar, and the reactions that you get can be so different. Not all of them, but there are some things that ableists do to like every disabled person. But there's some things that are like kind of particular to Tourette's or more exaggerated for people with Tourette's. Maybe you can find someone to edit. I only have Windows Movie Maker, but I'd be glad to help. Let me know. Actually, I do have a couple of people that and maybe I will talk to you. Yeah, thanks for getting me to think of that. Sometimes I don't realize obvious things. But yeah, thanks. I need to contact those people and see how busy they are. If not, I'll reach out. Thanks for the offer. But I guess I'll just stick to commenting when streams are over. Wish I could have bestowed some gold that I always spew. Take care and always smile if you even read this. Sometimes I miss chats, Jim. It's not like personal. I just don't see them all. I am on my phone and they're just in like a teeny little, like this corner on the phone, and like it's only showing two of them, and I have to like scroll to even see them. So I'm not like ignoring you on purpose, but whatever. The worst part about society that sexualize most ideas of Tourette's and is so disturbing. But I'm not sure I completely understand, but I think that but I don't know that Tourette's is seen as sexualized, though I do know that there is a huge problem with um people sexualizing disability in general, like as a fetish. But that's a whole different that's a whole topic. So I don't know if that's what you meant. But mostly people just see Tourette's as well, as what I just did. They see it as swearing first and foremost, and then as a joke, and maybe even as like an anger problem or an emotional problem because it's so associated with swearing. Now I'm gonna be swearing more. I'm probably only gonna stay for another minute or two. So if you have any last questions, you can get them in. It's like the end of the stream. But yeah, now I'm gonna be living up to the stereotype. But yeah, people see it so simply, like it's just a swearing thing, and you get to say whatever you want, but you don't. And it's so fun to have because you can just swear all the time. When it's like, no. But I like to say this sentence just to get people to realize how severe Tourette's can be. Is like, Um, because Tourette's is a movement disorder and it's essentially you not having control over your body, it can potentially affect any activity which requires some amount of control of your body, which is all of them. Fuck. So it's not like everyone with Tourette's is going to be incredibly disabled. Some just aren't disabled really at all. But it it's far from just being a joke, fun condition. There are some people with Tourette's who, directly because of Tourette's, can't really do but anything for themselves, um, or have a lot of trouble with a lot of things, um, and for a lot of us, our Tourette's is trying to get in the way, basically. That's a very simplified way of putting it, but, whatever we don't want to do, we end up doing. So, depending on how far, your Tourette's takes that can be very, very bad. You end up breaking things. Um, you end up doing things that are dangerous, and so on and so on. I sent you a DM on Twitter if you have a chance to see it. Just a quick question. Okay, I'll check it out after the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. But thanks for moderating, Beam. Thanks everyone for being here. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in and listening and hopefully learning. And sorry about the weird light and the audio quality and that I'm talking so softly. But I hope this was enjoyable for everyone. And yeah, bye.